Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a very rainy week here in Texas. Guess what? We never got any of the snow that they said was going to come. They had us waiting on 2 to 3 inches of snow, and snow for about 18 hours. So we went out and bought everything in Walmart, and guess what? The snow never came. We actually got this the whole time. Even though it was below freezing, we just had rain. And this week, they rewarded us with a whole week of rain, which is good because I have some projects to do around the house. And since obviously I won't be mowing this week, what a better use of my time than to take care of some of Alicia's honeydews. And Alicia said it's finally time. It's time for the girls to get their beds made. We actually don't have an update on the furniture yet if we got scammed, because today is Sunday. You guys are watching the video from last week today. We won't know if we really got scammed until Tuesday. So maybe before I finish this project, we'll have an answer on if we got scammed or not on Alicia's furniture. But in the meantime, we're gonna move forward with building the kids' beds. And by kids, I mean the girls. Bubba has an awesome tractor bed. We sold the girls on building their version of the tractor bed, but not so tractor-y and more girly. So last night, because I checked the weather, I went and got all of my wood because, well, it's raining out and I didn't want my wood to get wet. So I decided to borrow this guy's trailer right here. Real nice guy, let me borrow his trailer so I get the wood home without getting it wet. And because his trailer was so dirty, I decided to clean it up for him because apparently he has a hard job cleaning his own trailer. But yeah, that guy's super cool. Thanks for letting me borrow your trailer. And now that I'm home and the rain's here, we're gonna build the beds inside our shop out here. So far, I think it's gonna be all right because the rain is light, and when it's light, well, you can see right here, because these doors aren't really doors, they're broken. We have a little bit of water coming in. Basically all the doors and all the windows leaks at some point. Really, they leak up there and then it just runs down inside the walls. We need to address that. But in the meantime, as long as it doesn't rain real hard, this is gonna be our wood shop to build the girls' beds. And while I get everything cleaned up and ready to start this project, let's take this moment to thank today's sponsor and the sponsor of this video, Brooklyn Bedding. Brooklyn Bedding has been in the mattress industry for over 25 years, known for top-of-the-line comfort and quality, but without the luxury price tag. They truly deliver the best night's sleep ever with mattresses custom-made by the best craftsmen in the industry. Plus, if you're in the US, they ship conveniently to you for free from the Arizona factory. They offer different firmness options, heights and dimensions, even non-traditional sizes to fit right into your lifestyle. They really have something for everyone. You know, we didn't always live in this house. Not too long ago, we traveled full-time in an RV. And those of you guys who were with us the whole time, you know how much we talked about Brooklyn Bedding. We actually love them so much, we purchased our very first Brooklyn Bedding without being sponsored by them. So when they approached us to work with us, it was a no-brainer because we already knew the comfort and the quality that the mattresses provided. So we went with the Brooklyn signature for our master in our RV. And when they decided to work with us for the rest of the stuff in our RV, it was a no-brainer to go with the Dream Foam with Century Memory Foam in the girls' room. So when we traveled full-time, we had 3 Brooklyn Bedding mattresses in our RV, and they were amazing. They were the most amazing mattresses we've ever slept on. When it came time to get off the road and settle down our own sticks and bricks, we reached out to Brooklyn Bedding and said, hey, we need some help with the mattresses in our new house. So they hooked us up with a Sedona Elite in our master bedroom, and our boy Caden, when we built his tractor bed, got hooked up with a Brooklyn Essential. Look, we know selecting a new mattress can be a huge decision. That's why Brooklyn Bedding offers a 120-night sleep trial. Brooklyn Bedding delivers your mattress to your door for free anywhere in the United States. Plus, it comes rolled up in a box and is super easy to set up yourself, especially when you cut the seal and it expands. And the best part about all this is that Brooklyn Bedding mattresses are designed, assembled, and shipped from their factory in Arizona. That means they're able to use premium materials at a reasonable price with no middleman to bring up the cost. We love our mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, and we think you would too. If you're in the market for a new mattress, head over to brooklynbedding.com. You can check the link in the description below or go to brooklynbedding.com/pavingnewpass to get 30% off your new mattress with the code PAVINGNEWPASS. Now, back to the video. Once again, thanks to Brooklyn Bedding for sponsoring this video and their continued support of this channel. So now, what kind of beds are we building for the girls? Well, you guys saw us build Bubba's tractor bed. It's super awesome. It's the best bed ever, especially if you love tractors. Well, our girls do not love tractors as much as Bubba does, so they don't want tractor beds, but they do want something that's not store-bought and it's unique, and they love parts of Bubba's bed, but they don't want John Deere beds in their room. So we convinced them to use a form of the tractor bed, but we're going to take all the tractor stuff off, meaning we're not going to have the front grille or the tires. We're just going to have a simple bed frame with basically the cab part, but it's not going to be painted in tractor colors. It's going to be painted in white, and we'll let them decorate it with their own colors. And Alicia has an idea to put wallpaper on the headboard so they can change it as they want. So basically, I'm going to try to put a picture on the screen of the way it should look. This is when we were building Bubba's bed, but it's the same idea we used to sell the girls. Just a bed frame with a headboard and a little overhang above their heads. That's what they wanted, and that's what Alicia sold them on. She also wants the beds to be slightly taller because she has ideas for storage underneath the girls' beds. So today, we're gonna take all that wood over there and we're gonna make 2 more tractor, but not tractor beds here in this garage. You guys ready? Let's go. I hope that went as fast as it did not go for me. So we have the bed frame. It's all cut and made. And because I have 2 girls, we've done this twice. So we have this one right here set up, ready to be assembled. We have the other one over there, ready to be moved here to be assembled. And this is the bed frame. I think I'm gonna do both bed frames and then work on the headboards. That way I'm doing the same cuts over and over again. These are basically straight cuts. When you get to the headboard, there's some 45-degree angle cuts, so I'd much rather just do everything at one time in batch sets and then assemble it. Also, the rain has not stopped. It's only getting worse. It never stops raining here. Never stops raining here. And this is the beginning of what's gonna happen for the next 5 to 7 days. It will literally rain all day long, every single day. You can see, it's raining enough. I'm starting to have water come in this door right here. So this looks like a piece of plywood. It's actually the door because the other door has the windows busted out. So when it rains, water comes in. I know, we should probably just fix it, right? Well, that goes along with a question I keep getting. So today you guys are watching the video about Alicia getting scammed. And there's always questions we get, and I wish I could answer all of them, but I keep getting this question. It goes along the lines of, why haven't we fixed that? People keep asking, why are we not focusing on the kitchen? We keep doing all these other projects, but not the kitchen. Well, you'll notice almost all of our other projects involve things that we can remove from this house, meaning that we have not done any actual permanent things to this house besides painting. And it goes back to 2 things really why we haven't done it. The first one being cabinets are super expensive. We went between Lowe's and custom cabinetry, and really it came down to money. With Lowe's, we can finance, and with the custom cabinets, well, we can't. You have to have real money. But the problem with Lowe's is it's standard size cabinets, meaning they only come in certain dimensions. Well, if we go with Lowe's, we'll end up with what we already have, which is why the sink's not centered and nothing's symmetrical in the entire kitchen, because they tried to use standard size stuff in a non-standard house. This house was built in the 60s. They did things a little different back then. The custom cabinetry will be perfect. It'll be built to our space. Everything will have it'll just be exactly the way it needs to be for the space we have. But you have to have real money and you cannot finance that. So that being said, that is on a big savings list for what is our big to do this year. And second, well, it comes down to money again and a personal thing. We are purchasing this house from the owner. It's a great deal. The owners have helped us out greatly on getting into this house. But there's part of us that we don't really want to spend any big money on the inside of the house, really until we finish purchasing the house. So that's also a holdup, is that we are trying to be very deliberate in how we spend our money on this house versus paying the house off. That's one of the reasons we haven't finished the kitchen. And that's the reason we haven't worked on this shop much, because, well, we're not sure if this is going to stay. And we also want to finish paying everything off before we start spending big money on our plans here. So it really comes down to, we're just trying to make the best of what we have and spend our money wisely to get the most bang for our buck. The reason the kitchen is on hold a little bit is because there's like 4 or 5 things that have to come together at the same time in order to make the right choices. So if we do the kitchen, we have to think about, are these the floors we want? We also need to think about the remodel between the laundry room and the kitchen as well. Might as well knock the hole out there. Might as well fix the ceiling in the kitchen. So it's like 5 of our big projects come into one, and really the smart way to do it is to do all at one time. That way you're not reworking. But that is really why we haven't done the kitchen yet. Yes, we want a kitchen. We want the kitchen bad, but we want it to be the kitchen we really want, not the kitchen we think we want today because we're rushing. For those of y'all that asked today, that's why we haven't done the kitchen yet. And that's why you haven't seen some of the big projects done, because there's a money value of where we say, yes, we can do it, and yes, we won't do it until a certain criteria are met in the purchase of this house. And speaking of today's video, it seems like all of you guys are agreeing with me that we in fact did get scammed. This guy is probably not making this furniture, and we've probably lost that money. Alicia is still holding out that this guy is just really busy and he's not scamming us. But yeah, she's been doing some Facebook marketplace investigations today, and it's 50-50. He could be a scammer, or he could just really be terrible at, making things for money. Because in the past, several people have said the same things. He does not talk to you very much. It feels like he's not going to give it to you, and then they get their stuff. But almost everybody has the same reviews on his Facebook profile, that makes great stuff, terrible at delivering it to you. So there's still hope. There's still hope that he just needs someone in his life to manage his time. But I'm still saying we got scammed and we're not going to get our furniture. And you guys all agreed. But Alicia still sees the best in everybody, and she believes you guys are going to see this custom furniture that she picked out. Now it's time to do the dirty work. I need to sand all that up and get it put together. And I'm going to use a little YouTube magic to get the job done. And there it is. Well, not quite there it is. Almost. Turns out, it took a long time to sand and get everything set up and lined up and put together. And unfortunately tonight is movie night because it's Sunday and time to start the week. So I have to put you guys down, get ready to cook dinner, and watch a movie with the family. But I will see you guys first thing in the morning as we continue making the beds for the girls. Bye. Well, good morning. Good morning. As you can see, it's no longer raining. It is cold and wet outside, but the rain has stopped, at least for today and tomorrow, and then it comes back. And also, nothing happened to the bed last night when I was sleeping. I really hoped that some YouTube magic, something would happen and this would be put together, but it's exactly the way I left it. So today, we're going to continue on with building the headboard for this one, and then we have to assemble the second one. So, let's get to it. check it out. Unfortunately, you guys did not see the whole thing because the GoPro here decided to die on me and I didn't pay attention. So there it is. We have all the plywood cut out, and this is the finished bed minus sanding and painting. Now I just have to do everything I just did one more time because we need 2 beds. Also, update on the scammer. Today is Monday, tomorrow is Tuesday. We're supposed to pick them up tomorrow. So far today, Alicia has been communicating with them, trying to figure out what time we can show up tomorrow to pick it up. And so far, we are getting these scammer answers. There's a delay, and it may not be available tomorrow. So we'll keep you guys informed tomorrow if we're finishing these beds up or getting our new furniture. Anyway, I'm going to take a break from filming this because you guys don't need to see me build another one of these. I will come get you guys when I have 2 of these sitting right here. Would you look at that? It's no longer raining. And guess what I did? That's right, I got 2 beds built. And you guys will not believe how long that took me. I bet you guys can't guess what day it is. So when I last talked to you, it was Monday. And I said I'd come back and see you when I had 2 of these. Today is now Saturday morning. So it's been 5 days. It took me 5 days to build that second one. And you know why? It's because you guys weren't watching me. No, actually, it's because we got the flu. This whole house has been shut down basically since Monday night. When I got done talking to you guys, me and Caden started feeling terrible that night. The next day, both girls got picked up from school, and we all went on this wild ride. It was terrible. It was a terrible place to be for the last 5 days. No one here was enjoying it. We did not have a great time. I did manage to finally piece this together yesterday, but I didn't film anything because I wasn't feeling like talking to you guys. Overall, terrible. Me and Alicia joked about after 5 days of being in a house with the flu, we could never ever live in an RV ever again because there wasn't enough room in that house to get away from everybody. So that means I've got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is, well, this video that we're in, this right here, yeah, it's due tomorrow morning in less than 24 hours. And obviously I'm not gonna be able to paint these and get them in the room in the next 24 hours. So, in YouTube terms, that means this is gonna be a to be continued episode. We will finish these, just not in today's video. And the good news is the scammer says our furniture is ready to be picked up. So I guess you guys will have to stay tuned to next week's video to find out, did we get our furniture or did we get scammed? Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We love you, and we'll see ya in the next one.